Good afternoon and happy Teachers Day. It looks like we're going to enjoy. I say happy Teachers Day. I just would like, I know that on a day like this, you've been told that we have sweet pain. And I know that you all will and you deserve to have a festive component. But I would just like to ask, because I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that I think we cut off a piece of Ms. Sandra Corey's presentation. And I believe that even though she's not here, I think as Belizeans at some point in time we have all learned quite a lot from Ms. Corey, and I would hope that her effort to participate in this event is not going to be abbreviated because we get a little bit tired. Because when it comes to standing up for Belize, energy should never be our problem. I think we have to stay focused. I want to just deal with the attack that has come upon the BNTU. And I am sure that the BNTU is very accustomed to being attacked. It's not the first time. The leadership of the BNTU has been attacked before. And BNTU has to be attacked because of all the organizations that exist in our country, of all the unions that exist in this country. BNTU remains an organization that has the track record, the credibility, and the consistency. And so, when it comes to controlling the people of Belize, you all remain a serious problem. And so they have to attack the Belize National Teachers Union. Unfortunately, the government of Belize says because the BNTU is against the SI, then the fact that you have given up your Teachers' Day today to march against that SI, then you all are obviously under the control of the opposition party. And so, apparently, the leader, the Council of Management, all the regional leaders of the BNTU, and everybody out here is only out here because they are with the opposition party. You can't think for yourself, you can't reason for yourself, you're not intelligent enough, and you can't figure out when right is right and wrong is wrong. But wait. But hold on. You mean to tell me, say, the same Belize National Teachers Union that they were willing to march with in 2005? You mean to tell me, say, the same leaders, the same vocal people, the same people who marched with them to the National Assembly, these same people can't think for themselves? So all of a sudden, the Belize National Teachers Union don't know right from wrong. All of a sudden, the leadership and the members of the Belize National Teachers Union are opposition when they fought with more energy than the opposition party in 2005. But you see, it's convenient. Now I want to say this. The Belize National Teachers Union doesn't have to apologize to a single person in the government when they want to march. And the Belize National Teachers Union does not have to apologize to a single person based on who wants to march with the Belize National Teachers Union. The Belize National Teachers Union is one of those organizations, if not the only organization, that I will march when they march, I will stand when they stand, I will rail up when they rail up, because they have the track record that when it comes to this country, Belize National Teachers Union don't have to apologize to anyone. In fact, if the whole PUP wants to march with the Belize National Teachers Union, they can march with the BNTU. Because BNTU can always go to the videotape, can always go to the cassette tape and show you, well, when the time was then, we will fight with the PUP. And if the BPP wants to fight or wants to march with the BNTU, they can march with the BNTU. And if Zinc Fence wants to march with the BNTU, we can march with the BNTU. Because when it comes to credibility, nobody can accuse that the BNTU can be told what to do. The BNTU cannot be told what to do by Mr. Palacio. He has to go, listen, I was once invited because we were organizing and we wanted the BNTU on our side. And we actually had the thought that maybe if we just spoke to Mr. Palacio and we spoke to Mr. Fraser, we could get the BNTU on our side. They said that's not the way the BNTU works. Maybe the political parties work like that. Maybe the whole cabinet and everybody there in the UDP, when Mr. Bauer says jump, they jump. But the BNTU does not work like that. When you want the BNTU to march and you want the BNTU to have a position, it's one of the most democratic processes in this country. So when they want to march, I am sure the way that it happened and the way it transpired was that Mr. Palacio had to meet with the Council of Management and then people in a play, because when I met with them in a room, they threw 1,000 questions after me. And they don't want to hear that you are Mose Hyde and you live on the talk show and therefore what you are saying is correct. No, they want to make sure that when they go to their people, that they have the answers to the questions that their people will ask for. That is the way the BNTU works. So when I come here, before I could even talk about the SI, I will not sit down and allow them to try to create a characterization of the BNTU. And like any organization, I'm sure you have your faults. I am sure that within the BNTU you have people who like the PUP. I am sure that within the BNTU you have people that like the UDP. But what I am damn sure that as an organization, Belize National Teachers Union love this country and know when to separate. They know when to separate political alliances with the love for their country. Because that's one of the things we have in this country, that very often people don't have the courage to separate their affiliations and their alliances when it comes to the love of your country. And the BNTU today shows you the classic demonstration of that. Because instead of going to Placencia, and instead of going to Chetamal, and instead of going to Kikata, instead of having barbecues, instead of celebrating, they decided to march. So to the people at home, and I want to say this, I love the word solidarity. Everybody says solidarity. Everybody says we need solidarity. Everybody hopes for solidarity. Everybody says they believe in solidarity. Everybody says they love solidarity. But not everybody wants to do solidarity. You see, solidarity is an easy word to say. Solidarity. Easy. It's not one of those hard words to pronounce. And everybody says solidarity. I heard solidarity messages. I imagine everybody says, I'm a union person. Well, you know what I want to say this message to all those other organizations that call themselves unions and have union members. When your sister organization stands up for the country of Belize, you better figure out a way how you're going to show them solidarity with their march, and when they're standing up. Because just saying you're in solidarity with the BNTU and not doing solidarity, it makes the BNTU easy for those who object to them, to those who oppose to them, to try to say, well, that only the BNTU there. Because if we want to rescind that SI, you wouldn't have to call upon me for giving your words, you wouldn't have to live on grain of sand. Because if all the registered unions in this country were to decide today that that SI has to go, that SI would be gone before the sun goes down this evening. Because if today the Public Service Union and every other union was out in those streets, stood up in this park and said to the government, we say, when Wilmer here and the BTV wants to go to the Sarstoon, we want them to be able to go. The reason why these things can happen to us is because we speak solidarity, but we are not prepared to do solidarity. And that is the problem why we can be controlled. That is why it is so easy. That's why we are not respected. But let me say this about the SI, and why I believe the SI should be resisted with every ounce of our energy. You know what is real? Wilmer here is a humble man. But he is the most brave man I know in this damn country. I'll say that again. Wilmer here is the most brave man I know in this country.